guys, Mr. Fluffy Pants here. Today, guys, another movie review. Today, guys, I'm reviewing A Quiet Place, which I did watch recently. It was on Hulu, so I was like, might as well give it a shot since I know the second one got pushed back to like September. It's supposed to come out in, it was either February or March, but it got pushed back, or it might have even been April. But I haven't watched any of the trailers yet for the second one. I might do that soon. But A Quiet Place, I've always heard was an absolutely fantastic movie, and I know a lot of people back in 2018 actually said it was their favorite movie of 2018, so that always kind of intrigued me. So I was just like, might as well sit down, give it a shot. And let me just say, I absolutely love this movie. Please go watch it. Like, it is fantastic. And, it might be, some people say, people overhype it. No, trust me, it's as good as people say it is. But, just me, watching it 2 years late here. But pretty much, for my guess, I think the monsters are like aliens or something. I think that was confirmed by like the director or whatever. But pretty much these aliens are based off of, they can only hear stuff, and so you got to live your whole life quiet and all that. And it's this family trying to survive, and it's a pretty good story. It's written and directed, and one of the main stars, and it's John Krasinski and his wife Emily Blunt. So they have that natural kind of chemistry there, since they are playing a married couple in this, which is always nice to have. And I heard a lot of people say after this movie, like, he should definitely him and Emily Blunt should be Mr. Fantastic and Mrs. Fantastic. Let me just say, that is a great idea, because I think he's probably my favorite character in the movie is the dad played by John Krasinski, because he is awesome. Like, I love him. He's so badass and all that. You can definitely tell that he cares for his family and whatnot. But especially after that heartbreaking scene of the, I think his name's Bo or something, whenever he has like the little spaceship and gets attacked by the creatures. And I'm pretty sure this has been said before. I haven't really looked, but the creatures in this kind of look like the Demogorgon from Stranger Things. It almost looks like a cross between the Demogorgon from season 1 and then like the huge creature from season 3 at the mall, if that makes any sense. But the more I saw the creatures, the more I was intrigued by them. Like, they are awesome. Like, they're awesomely cool and wicked, and I love it so much. But and especially whenever you see like their ears open up, or what's it's like their ears to hear, and they supersonic hearing. That's just honestly really cool, and how all their plates open up on their head, and especially at the end whenever she uses the hearing aid to, make it open up its plates on its head, and then, the mother shoots it or whatever. But, the whole predicament, she's having a kid, and I was like, how are they going to get around, having a baby around, which can't really control if it, cries or screams or whatever, in a world that any sound that, even a minuscule sound, will, attract these creatures, which, I did find that pretty cool how they worked around that, with the fireworks and all that. But honestly, they should just took her to that waterfall and put her under that waterfall and let her have it there or something like that. I don't know, that's just kind of what I was thinking. But and also some of the cool stuff like they add, which adds so much realism and really worlds build in this movie. How they put down sand in all their walkways, so they won't crunch on the leaves and whatever. It's just honestly really cool how they got like the different floorboards in the house painted, so they know which ones to step on, which won't creak. And let me just say, that nail in the staircase bit, that's even more like cringe-inducing than the scene in Home Alone. And you see her like yank her foot up. That's probably the most squirmish I've been in a while. But this movie is a horror slash thriller. I'd say more on the horror side, but it like the creatures are more horror, but it's also got a lot of thriller elements. So if you're not the most hardcore horror fan, I would definitely recommend this though, because it's definitely a thriller, not like like a Halloween movie or whatever. But and sadly, the dad does die, but the way he went out though is like, I really loved the way he went out. But I honestly don't think he had to sacrifice himself to save his kids. Like, I think there was a way around that, really, but I'm not too sure. But that was really heroic, and it's sad to see him gone. But I do know he is in the second one, like in flashbacks, I think I've heard, or something like that. But also the daughter kind of blames herself for, getting her little brother killed, since, she handed him the airplane or the spaceship or whatever, which inadvertently got him killed. So, that kind of wraps up her story all nice and great. And then she sees that, her dad was working on her hearing aid, like extremely like a lot, in which really touches her, and that's kind of a touching scene. But the mom just goes all badass with the shotgun downstairs, and the hearing aid, they learn how to defeat the creatures, which just kind of saying that kind of is a little obvious. If they're such sensitive to sound, like a loud sound would disrupt their hearing or whatever, or it makes them really, since they're so sensitive to it. So that kind of does make sense. And I do love like the world building in this, seeing all the abandonment structures, and how it really just seems like a sad kind of world, and now it's abandoned. And also, I'm just saying, I did notice on the gravestone for the little brother, he died in 2020, and that was around day 89, I believe. So what is that, about 3 months? And it looked like it was fall time then. So just saying, A Quiet Place could happen pretty dang soon. And by the way, 2020 is going. But, like I said, I absolutely love this movie. I love a lot of stuff that happened. Also, what's really terrifying is whenever they fall into the grain silo. Like, that's actually how, like, dozens of farmers die a year by drowning, like, the grain silos. And that's absolutely a terrifying way to go out, to be completely honest. But and also, I really do feel like this movie doesn't really have any low spots. Like, it keeps you entertained throughout, which it's only an hour and 30 minutes, but they do an absolutely fantastic job of keeping, invested in the story as it moves along. Not really having any weak spots. So it didn't really feel like a first act, second act, or third act. It kind of really just felt like a introduction, and then, like, the third act was like the rest of the entire movie. So really only a first and third act, which is pretty good. I really enjoyed that pace of the movie it was going. But I don't know if you can tell, but I absolutely love this movie. Like, I'm going to give this movie a 9 out of 10. Like, this movie is fantastic, and I would definitely recommend it. I'm definitely going to go see the second one in theaters whenever that comes out. But anyway, guys, check out my Twitter and Discord, link in the description. Like and subscribe for more. Check out some other videos, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.